Terry,
Yeah.
this is a bit off. It's a bit off topic, but what is your ideas of what's called spiritual bypassing? If there is such thing as spiritual bypassing, and when is it not spiritual bypassing? Because
So
it's used a lot in spirituality. I don't really know what it means, to be honest.
I do.
But some people seem to say that, oh yes, of course there is spiritual bypassing.
Yeah. A really, really good example of spiritual bypassing, Alex, would be, I'll give you one. Yeah. It's funny. Look, I understand there's no me. I've looked. I've completely looked. I see there's no me. I see it's all just content. It's all just mind saying this stuff, and it's mind imagining stuff. And I absolutely, without any doubt, see there's no me. Got it. And then the person will say, now what do I do? So there'll be that all of that. I see there's no person, blah, 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 blah. It's all intellectual. It's not experiential. So they then bypass the actual experience and go looking for something else. I understand all that. Now what? That's like a spiritual bypass, if you like. It usually refers to an intellectual understanding versus an experiential one. Yeah. And we constantly, you've heard me say, you know, there's the two parts of how mind works. You know, first we become aware that thoughts just happen. Yeah. But there's still a belief that, yeah, but they're happening to me. Yeah? And we don't see the personalized me. We're still giving it life. You know, and we find, even when we check it, yeah, it's me that's aware of thoughts. It's me that's aware, or it's me that's conscious. Yeah? Or another way, spiritual bypass. It's like there's just the absolute assumption that there's a me here without checking, without really checking. Yeah? Or, you know, especially if you start tying that in with, yeah, I've had a look. Makes perfect sense that there's no me here. Makes perfect sense. But it hasn't been experienced. Just makes sense that there's no me here. Yep, understand that. Yep. Now what do I need to do? Now what do I need to learn? Now what you need to do and learn is experience there's no me there. Not just have an intellectual understanding of it. Yeah, so the bypass is just about bypassing the actual experience. Because we assume it's me having the experience. So we don't look any further. We don't look any closer, if you like. That's my take on spiritual bypass. Just.
So as long as there's a spiritual path, there's spiritual bypassing.
Correct.
Because one goes together with the other.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. But part of the process. Yeah. That's where that terminology comes. Spiritual bypass. That needs to be seen and understood what that actually means. Yeah, okay. Huh. And then when that's fully understood, then that pointer's dropped. Yeah. Lots of pointers just get dropped along the way. They do. They just drop, until it all just drops.
And it's only the mind that worries about spiritual bypassing.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
one could say it's resistance. Even sort of thinking about the concept is resistance. Even contemplating spiritual bypass is, again, the ego or the mind resisting to what is, which is because there isn't really spiritual bypass.
That's right.
Except as an idea.
That's right. So when you post, you look back on all this stuff that you thought was profound. Oh yeah, spiritual bypass. Oh, like all of the stuff that you thought, the pointers and everything that you do. When you post, the whole show was imagined. None of it's true. Not a skerrick of it was actually true. But you can't, you've got to go through it. You can't bypass that either. You've kind of got to go through the belief in bypass or not bypass. You've got
what's spiritual bypass? Just two words: spiritual and bypass.
Two sounds.
Other than that, it's just sounds.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That seem to have a meaning to this fiction character called me.
Yeah. It's only mind.
It's funny what the mind comes up.
It's mind that assigns meaning.
What the mind comes up with, it comes up with all this.
It's amazing.
Imagined stuff.
It's amazing.
Oh, watch out! You need to watch out with spiritual bypass. Well, who's saying that? The same activity that is bypassing is saying that.
Right. Oh God. It's amazing. Like,
That's why you end up getting just bored with mind, because you realize it's incredible. The imagination involved is absolutely incredible. Yeah. But you reach a point where you're not. Doesn't matter how imaginative it is, you're just no longer interested in that imagination.
Yeah.
You just think, oh well, there goes another trick,
Yeah.
Or another story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's possible to live without mind, the mind that you're used to. And the livingness is more profoundly gorgeous and beautiful and free. It's free. It's not encumbered by beliefs, imagination. It's not encumbered.